Good afternoon and welcome to this quiet and sacred space just for you and me to chill, to relax and tune in to your magnificent self. So I would love to invite you to take that deep conscious breath. That breath that allows you to relax, to come back to self, to come back from the distractions of out there. Releasing all the tensions that we build up in each moment. Just allowing ourselves to come back home, to reconnect with all of ourselves, to be conscious of the oxygen and crystalline atoms we are always breathing in, nourishment for our physical and non-physical bodies. Keeping us alive and well. So as we relax deeper and deeper into ourselves, you can imagine all your cells, the attention from you, receiving nourishment from your connection to the cosmos and the earth. Just allowing ourselves to forget everything for the moment, all life's challenges. They can wait for a few more minutes. But in this now moment, we are recharging, reconnecting, and feeling what's going on. So just allow yourself to come to that space in the core of you, deep within. Not particularly a location, because you are everywhere, but you can imagine in the center of you, of everything, is a little quiet space where you can just on what you need to know, what you need to do. Just allowing ourselves to feel, imagining that all around your body are like feelers. Remember, like the snails. We have them, but they're invisible, but all over the body. And they feel into your environment. Just be aware of any thoughts and emotions that are trying to get your attention. But just allow them to be. No resistance. Just feel into what is happening within yourself and on a global level. As we practice being in this space, feeling, observing, we can allow ourselves to do this all the time. So not just when we're sitting quietly, but when we're out there, we can always keep coming back. And even when we are, amongst others, doing other things, we can be aware of that space within. So what is happening out there? Lots of distraction, lots of information, misinformation. Mass consciousness has now the opportunity, because the light, the incoming light, is so strong now. It is waking everybody up, waking us up from a deep sleep. So mass consciousness is awakening. But what does awakening mean? Awakening from what? Awakening to what? There is no right answer. There's only your answer. But for me, through my own experience, waking up from a very robotic and numb experience, not really being conscious of Barbara, body, mind, spirit, I was just following everybody else, doing what I was told. No initiative, really. So waking up for me was to wake up to this vibration, this essential part of the whole of the world. Awakening up to the truth that our physical reality is an illusion, that we, me and you were part of orchestrating, creating, in order to experience duality, contrasts, to experience everything, the good, bad, ugly. The suffering and the joys. It was a way through it all, and especially through the suffering, to realize or to feel that inner nudge within that keeps knocking, urging you to come here, to come home. So although we say this illusion, we have to escape from and get away from, it has a reason, and it is there. We put it in place in order to remember who we are. So it's not really bad or terrible, except it's being enough. There's only so much confusion and manipulation and control that one can take. So outside of us, everyone is awakening in their own way, waking up to the illusion, to the misinformation, the confusion that we've lived under. It's not just changed recently. It's always been there. But it's only now that we are aware of it. The illusion separated us. So the illusion is all about separation. And yet, when you truly come home to yourself and you understand that you were never separate, you were always connected as an essential part. So I'm just feeling into the awakening that's happening. And you hear about spiritual bypassing and pretending, bullshit. And you can feel that. But it's not for us to criticize or judge another. But it is for us to be aware and to come back to self and allow yourself to be real. Because when there's no separation, that you are my reflection, that everything I'm feeling within is reflected outside of me. When we don't trust the outcome of this transformation, when we, the human, wants to control and create a result, we'll find that that's not how it works. It's like the human has to completely surrender to that part of you, that divine, all-knowing consciousness has a plan. And it's up to us to follow that. And if we push and try and reshape it, we want to do it this way or that way, we want to create this and that, you will see, you will come up against obstacles that show you that you're not being truthful to yourself. Someone out there, in person, within a group, will challenge you, reminding you to step back, to allow everything to unfold naturally. Otherwise, if the human goes ahead and starts planning and wanting this and wanting that, it's all through the mind. And the mind only knows separation. So we're still living in the old energy consciousness, playing mind games. We think it may be a different pattern, but actually it's just the other side we're playing. So this is bad, and this is the good way. When we finally are ready to stop playing the game, to stop being separated, the good and the bad and light and dark, when we embrace everything and everyone, so no judgment, no doubts, no criticism, no competition, when we can come into that space, actually not knowing what's going to happen, but trusting that what's going to happen is our journey. It's something we want to experience on a deep level, way past the human mind. So what we are experiencing now with this mass awakening, and it really is, lots of people now are seeing the misinformation, tyranny. It's so obvious. Of course, there are a lot of people who are just absolutely blind to it, but there are lots of people now who are just starting to see it. But instead of coming here, they're still playing the games. And we have to allow that. We just have to observe it and smile. Don't get into conversations, because that's where they are. Life now is about you and me. It's about taking care of ourselves at this time. Make sure we're comfy. Happy. Tuned in to our essence, which is love, joy, and peace. So let's just allow ourselves to feel our essence deep within us, that fountain of youth, regeneration, that constantly bubbles up from the depths of infinity. Remember, no separation. So deep within you is the universe, which is out there. We think. So in this beautiful space you have created for yourself, just feel into your essence. Those bubbles of joy, love, and peace. And if you really feel into your body, mind and spirit as one, remember, feeling the incoming breath, the vibrating cells that are so happy to be nurtured. Your whole body can start vibrating. That hum. As if you have plugged yourself in to the motherboard. And whatever's going on out there doesn't matter. That's going to continue. Your main objective is here, and depending what you want to experience, what you desire as the divine human, in this state of being love, joy, peace, we can attract like energies to experience more and more. More harmony, more paradise, more abundance, if it's possible. Coming back to total wellness, rejuvenation. Completely embodying your loving force, the God force, whatever you like to call it. And remember, there's nothing out there that's going to save you or help you. In fact, it will be to your detriment because it takes the power away from you. You, the sovereign and free being, that's on this verge of a new experience. Coming closer and closer to that rebirth. So just holding that feeling of harmony within. Just expand your energy to as big as your room, the globe. Just radiate your light. Knowing that others will feel your energy. They will look over their shoulder thinking, oh, what's that beautiful feeling? Oh, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to criticize. There's nothing to fight for. Everything is going to be just okay. We don't know how, but it's going to be okay. The more we can do this, the more people that can do this. If there was time, it would become quicker. That the world will flip. That grand dream. That grand dream of experiencing full embodiment of the divine human, the master and creator. We all are. And the more we can allow ourselves to be in this beautiful space, that's this silence, where we're fully aware of everything. Maybe we get to feel a sort of reset, where the majority pull out the programming of the old world and plug in the new paradigm. a flick of a switch. But it does mean that we have to be more and more aware of ourselves, of consciousness. And less distracted. Allowing ourselves truly to let go of everything that no longer serves. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel quite good. No troubles. Okay, I feel that that is enough for now. So thank you so much for being here, for giving yourself this space, for being part of this transformation, shift of consciousness that is upon us now. Okay, I'm glad to know that. Love to all, and until the next time, be magnificent.